This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. Today's video is brought to you by private internet access. So you're going to have to forgive the get up. I'm not feeling great. I think I may have COVID. I took a test last night. It was a real faint red line. So we'll see. I'm going to test again later. But headache, fiery throat, not great. But there's too much to talk about. So let's get started here. Yesterday, the New York Times released another set of information that has been revealed to them on top of other media organizations that Fox News is now leaking to character assassinate as though that needs to happen with Tucker Carlson. There's this battle again, battle of the assholes between Fox News and Tucker Carlson after they unceremoniously fired him. And I want to read the text message in question that the New York Times is reporting that really was the last straw for Fox News executives and the board at Fox News. But I also want to put in perspective what Fox News knew, what we all have witnessed because it's a public program that he hosted for years. And all of the hate and vitriol and venom that was spewed on the part of Tucker Carlson was ignored by the same board that is outraged by a text message that is in no way more serious than the horrible things that have been said and espoused on his program over the years. Here's the headline from the New York Times. Carlson's text that alarmed Fox leaders. It's not how white men fight. The discovery of the text message contributed to a chain of events that ultimately led to Tucker Carlson's firing. Now, this is not some intrepid reporter really getting the dirt. I am almost positive this was just delivered on a silver platter to this New York Times reporter by Fox News. That's the important element. By Fox News. So we're going to get to this, and it is... Look, is it disturbing? Yes, absolutely, the message here. But is it surprising? Absolutely not. And neither side should be let off the hook. I'm going to read this. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to elicit your communication. But before we do, a brief word from today's sponsor, Private Internet Access. I often receive threats, both physical and digital. People ask me how I protect myself, and as a former Marine, I like to think that I have the physical covered, but as for digital, I use a VPN. Private Internet Access is an industry-leading virtual private network with over 30 million downloads. Private Internet Access encrypts your internet connection, shielding your passwords, personal information, and private messages, while also blocking ads, trackers, and malicious websites. Head to piavpn.com/Dollemore now to get 83% off of private internet access, plus 4 extra months for free. With no logs policy that has been proven in court multiple times, private internet access won't store any of your data. Their security and anonymity are available to you on all platforms: Windows, Mac, Android, and more. Also, you can use unlimited devices on a single subscription. And with a 30-day money-back guarantee, you can try PIA risk-free. Get top-notch defense for just over $2 per month. piavpn.com/Dollemore for 83% off, plus 4 extra months free. So much protection for so little money. All right, now let's just jump right in to the text message here. This is Exhibit 276. The New York Times, this is from Discovery. Again, from the defamation lawsuit, all the discovery of communications from the different hosts and Fox News employees, Dominion was able to get a hold of because of Discovery in the lawsuit. This is the text from Tucker Carlson to an underling, a producer, somebody, an employee. January 7th, again, keep in mind the date here. This is the day after the insurrection. So this is very likely being talked about in juxtaposition to what just had been witnessed with the attempted overthrow of the United States government. This is Tucker Carlson. A couple of weeks ago, I was watching a video of people fighting on the street in Washington. A group of Trump guys surrounded an Antifa kid and started pounding the living shit out of him. It was 3 against 1 at least. Jumping a guy like that is dishonorable, obviously. It's not how white men fight. Yet suddenly, I found myself rooting for the mob against the man, hoping they'd hit him harder, kill him. I really wanted them to hurt the kid. I could taste it. Then somewhere deep in my brain, an alarm went off. This isn't good for me. I'm becoming something I don't want to be. The Antifa creep is a human being. Much as I despise what he says and does, much as I'm sure I'd hate him personally if I knew him, I shouldn't gloat over his suffering. I shouldn't be bothered by it. I should remember that somewhere somebody probably loves this kid and would be crushed if he was killed. If I don't care about those things, if I reduce people to their politics, how am I better than he is? That's the message. And apparently it's this is not how white men fight that bothered executives. Reportedly. We don't know that this is the truth. But apparently that's the line that was, the straw that broke the camel's back, as it were. That was a bridge too far. Saying that immigrants make our country poorer and dirtier, no problem. Questioning the COVID vaccine, not a problem. Questioning our democracy and the results of the 2020 election, not a big deal for Fox News executives and the board. But that's not how white men fight, as though Tucker Carlson would have any idea how people fight, white or otherwise. Again, smooth skin, delicately moisturized skin of a man who's never been in a fight, never done a hard day's work in his life. Coward, physical coward, Tucker Carlson. It also shows that Tucker Carlson is bereft of understanding of our history in this country, because white men and how they fight long has been understood as in a group of white dudes where there is security in numbers lynching innocent single black men by the hundreds. We witnessed the insurrection, where a mob of angry, armed white men fought in the manner that Tucker Carlson is now ascribing to some other racial group. Because when he says, this is not how white men fight, it means this is how some other group, black or brown, how they fight. We fight honorably. And now I'm going to read from the New York Times. This is, for me, really telling about exactly what they claim they didn't know. This is a rehabilitation attempt on the part of Fox News to spare themselves in the eyes of the public as being a radical organization. From the New York Times, like 3 paragraphs here. The text alarmed the board, which saw the message a day before Fox was set to defend itself against Dominion voting systems before a jury. The board grew concerned that the message could become public at trial when Mr. Carlson was on the stand, creating a sensational and damaging moment that would raise broader questions about the company. The day after the discovery, the board told Fox executives it was bringing in an outside law firm to conduct an investigation into Mr. Carlson's conduct. The text message added to a growing number of internal issues involving Mr. Carlson that led the company's leadership to conclude he was more of a problem than an asset and had to go, according to several people with knowledge of the decision. In other messages, he had referred to women, including a senior Fox executive, in crude and misogynistic terms. The message about the fight also played a role in the company's decision to settle with Dominion for a $787.5 million, the highest known payout in a defamation case. Now, I still contend that it's the lawsuit against Tucker Carlson and Fox News relative to the misogynistic comments. The Abby Grossman, I think her name is. That lawsuit. I think that was the decision for Fox News. I think all this is just, again, reputation repair on the part of Fox News. But lest we forget what they ignored for years and years and years and years. Lest we forget the damage that has been done, the radicals that have been incited and empowered by Tucker Carlson's rhetoric. The anti-immigrant, anti-black, anti-brown, anti-LGBTQ sentiments espoused by Tucker Carlson that have radicalized a new generation of white supremacists to take up arms, to get in the fight, to fight like white men have fought for generations, which is to say, not honorably. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, but I'd love your feedback. I'd love to know what you think. 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, absolutely, as always, daily@dollemore.com. Find me on social media. I'm at Dollemore there. We can talk about things there, mix it up there at Dollemore. And if you appreciate what I do, if you think I have a good take or a good heart or a good presentation, maybe not a good wardrobe, please consider supporting my work, helping produce what I do here. Click the join button below, become a channel member right here on YouTube, or go to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. I love you guys. I appreciate you very much. Thanks for sticking with me. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. Take care of one another.